3 years ago, running a desktop 3D printer meant spending your weekends tightening belts, leveling beds, and clearing jammed nozzles. Today, you expect it to work with the boring reliability of a kitchen appliance. You hit print, and it hands you a finished part. In March 2026, Bambu Lab officially ended production of their flagship X1 series. To fill that gap in the mid-range market, they released the P2S AMS combo, retailing at $699. The immediate draw of this new machine is pure mechanical muscle. The P2S delivers a massive 70% increase in extrusion force compared to its predecessor, the P1S. That extra pushing power comes from a Dynasense permanent magnet synchronous motor, a premium servo inherited directly from Bambu Lab's higher-tier industrial machines. Packing this specific industrial motor into a $699 desktop machine solves a major physical bottleneck. When you run a printer at 600 millimeters per second, a weak motor will slip and grind the filament. The P2S simply powers through the resistance, delivering high-speed, jam-free extrusion. But when we put the P2S through aggressive, real-world stress testing, we found a severe thermal management flaw baked directly into the chassis. We also ran into Bambu Lab's aggressive closed-source software strategy, which actively locks users out of third-party tools. This chart maps the market on two axes: hardware capability on the vertical and software openness on the horizontal. Watch where the Bambu Lab P2S lands, firmly in the top right, highly capable for standard PLA plastic, tightly secured inside a corporate walled garden. Deciding to buy this machine requires mapping its strict environmental constraints and software rules against your specific setup. If your needs align with its design, the automation delivers exactly what's promised, a finished part without manual intervention. If they don't, you are buying a $699 headache. Bambu Lab upgraded the physical structure of the P2S, specifically to lower your maintenance burden. They stripped out the messy carbon rods used in the old motion systems and replaced them with hollow optical axes, which require far less cleaning and lubrication. They also embedded an eddy current sensor directly into the tool head. As the machine prints, this sensor dynamically reads and adjusts the flow rate to compensate for microscopic inconsistencies in cheap filament. Because of these sensors, the printer handles its own Z offset calibration autonomously. You never have to slide a piece of paper under the nozzle to level the bed again. This scorecard tallies the hardware inputs against the outcomes and trade-offs. You get zero manual calibration, but the rigid trade-off is that you are locked out of the open market. You are buying every replacement hot end, fan, and gear exclusively through Bambu Lab's proprietary store. You are trading the friction of manual calibration for a long-term, inescapable financial dependency on a single company's supply chain. The combo in the P2S combo refers to the AMS2 Pro. This multi-material unit sits on top of the printer and features a new brushless servo motor that feeds and retracts filament 60% faster than the previous generation. It also features a 65 degrees Celsius active drying system. It bakes the moisture out of your plastic spools before they reach the hot end, preventing the microscopic steam explosions that ruin layer adhesion. But the AMS2 Pro is incredibly brittle regarding what you can feed it. Official documentation strictly prohibits routing flexible TPU or abrasive carbon fiber filaments through the system. They will buckle in the tubes or shred the internal gears. Cardboard filament spools, the cheap, eco-friendly standard for most budget brands, degrade as they spin against the AMS's rubber rollers. This generates a fine dust that completely fouls the drive mechanics. When we look at the scorecard for the AMS2 Pro, the trade-offs become obvious. When a cardboard spool inevitably causes a filament fracture inside the unit, clearing the jam requires powering down, grabbing hex keys, disassembling the motor housing, and disconnecting fragile sensor wires. The AMS2 Pro offers seamless multicolor execution when loaded with official, rigid PLA spools, but it demands frustrating, deep mechanical maintenance the second you step outside its approved material list. The most severe engineering compromise on the P2S is how it handles heat. Instead of independent cooling fans, the chassis relies on a single shared fan system governed by a mechanical valve to switch between cooling the printed part and cooling the overall chamber. When the ambient temperature in your room exceeds 33 degrees Celsius, about 92 degrees Fahrenheit, This shared fan system fails to push the hot air out fast enough. This animation shows the physics of heat creep. As thermal energy pools at the top of the printer's enclosure, the heat creeps upward into the cold zone of the extruder. The filament softens and swells prematurely, jamming against the internal walls. The extrusion halts entirely. You are left with a catastrophic nozzle clog, a ruined print, and another maintenance teardown. This creates a direct operational conflict when printing advanced engineering plastics like ABS and ASA, which emit toxic styrene gas as they melt. Opening the glass door to stop the heat creep leaks toxic VOCs directly into your office. Keeping the door shut to contain the fumes allows the heat to pool until it kills the print. To print high-temperature materials safely on the P2S, you have to buy a dedicated external cooling duct for the tool head and an external HEPA filtration system for the exhaust. That is over $280 in aftermarket modifications just to make the enclosed chassis function safely. To tell the P2S what to print, you use slicing software. The proprietary Bambu Studio offers a flawless plug-and-play cloud experience. But advanced print farm operators prefer Orca Slicer, an open-source alternative that provides highly granular manual calibration tools. In May 2026, Bambu Lab pushed a mandatory authorization controls firmware update to all P2S machines. This update intentionally broke the network pathways that allowed third-party tools like Orca Slicer to communicate with the printer. Power users were forced to operate their machines on restricted local networks, completely stripping away their ability to use the mobile app or monitor their prints remotely. Here is the final software scorecard. When an independent developer released a patch to bypass the firmware restriction, Bambu Lab's legal department immediately hit them with a cease and desist order. Open-source advocates counterattacked, launching investigations into Bambu Lab for allegedly violating open-source software licenses with their closed code. Purchasing the P2S means accepting a product completely tethered to a corporate infrastructure that actively restricts your autonomy. If they push an update you disagree with, you have no recourse. This decision tree maps out exactly who should buy the P2S based on the architectural realities we've covered. If your goal is prototyping functional parts or printing toys in standard PLA or PETG, and you have zero interest in tinkering with the machine itself, buy the P2S. It is an absolute triumph of hardware automation. If you don't even need the physical enclosure, save your money and buy their open-frame Bambu A1 instead. If you are an engineer running heavy volumes of warp-prone ABS or ASA indoors, avoid the P2S. The thermal flaws will fight you constantly. You should look at alternatives with active chamber heaters like the QD2, or be prepared to spend heavily on external filtration. If you demand full control over your slicer settings and object to digital rights management locking down your hardware, skip Bambu Lab entirely. Direct your attention to the Creality K2 Pro, which gives you similar CoreXY speed but runs on flexible open-source firmware. Finally, if you need to print rigid plastic and highly flexible TPU in the exact same model, wait, do not buy the P2S, because the AMS 2 Pro cannot push flexible materials. Delay your purchase until Q2 2026, when Bambu Lab is heavily rumored to release the H2C, a true multi-tool changer system. The Bambu Lab P2S does not magically eliminate the friction of 3D printing. It simply trades the old mechanical headaches for strict environmental management and absolute software dependency. Decide which problems you'd rather manage and buy accordingly.